Hi, I am Dr. Des Fernandez. Welcome to the Des Collection. For this part of the collection, I will be discussing vitamin A and its effect on skin and its importance in combating the visible signs of aging.
What made you aware of the benefits of vitamin A, and what's the history behind it?
I first saw changes in the skins of patients whom I treated with the medical form of vitamin A, that's retinoic acid. I treated them for acne and for scarring. And at the same time, while I was doing this, I was also doing literary research on skin cancer. And I discovered reports that showed that skin cancer and sunspots, keratoses, as we also call them, had been treated with vitamin A acid. Now, experience showed me that when I put the people onto the vitamin A acid, they didn't keep on using it because they found that it was too harsh. And I think the break point for me was when I found out that the simple storage form of vitamin A, retinol palmitate, which was considered as an inactive, unimportant form of vitamin A, that this form, this retinol palmitate, changed into becoming retinoic acid inside the cell. That was when I realized that we could get the benefits for the skin by using this weaker form of vitamin A and getting it to change inside the cells. So the patients then made the medicine, if you like to say it that way, themselves. I also discovered that the very first cream that was ever used to remove wrinkles was made in the 1950s, and this was made with retinol palmitate. It seems never to have become commercially available, and I'm not sure why. The first creams I made had rather high levels of vitamin A, and I soon realized that I had to make softer creams and then get the people to build up from very low doses to higher doses.
Pregnant women often ask the question whether it's safe to use products containing vitamin A.
I believe that it is very safe to use vitamin A-based creams because I know that vitamin A is actually locked in the skin. One can understand why that is because the skin needs vitamin A all the time. And the thing is this, because the skin is exposed to light, the vitamin A that's in the skin is constantly being destroyed. The fact is that we need a special chemical mechanism to get vitamin A from tissues into the bloodstream. While we have that mechanism in our liver, we don't have it in the skin. That means that we cannot send vitamin A from our skin to our bloodstream and then onto the baby. The baby is safe. However, because 3% of all pregnancies result in a major congenital abnormality, Environ has decided to advise women not to use vitamin A during pregnancy, purely to avoid misattribution of vitamin A creams to any incidental abnormality. I should say that I believe that babies need good doses of vitamin A to avoid fetal abnormalities.
For which skin type and age is vitamin A beneficial?
Vitamin A is useful for all skin types and for anyone who goes out into light at any age. The youngest child I know who started using vitamin A as Environ was about 6 weeks old and is now over 10 years. And this person has never stopped using Environ.
Once I've started vitamin A, should I give my skin a break from time to time?
Once you understand how essential vitamin A is for your skin, you will understand that you should never deprive your skin of it. You can't overdose the skin if you go out into light. You need vitamin A every day, rain or shine, and the longer you use it, the healthier your skin will look.
Does vitamin A thin the skin?
All the research work confirms that vitamin A never makes the skin thin, and it always makes the skin thicker. I don't know where this myth started, I think that maybe because the people felt that their skin is smoother, that it was thinner. But the fact is, the skin is always thicker, and especially in the healthy part of the outer layer of the skin.
Should I stay out of the sun if I'm using vitamin A products? Because I've heard that vitamin A makes your skin photosensitive.
This is a myth that comes from people who used vitamin A acid, and that's the medical form of vitamin A, or from retinol and retinaldehyde, which are other forms of vitamin A. Those particular molecules sensitize the skin to sunlight. On the other hand, the storage form, that's retinol palmitate, absorbs the energy of the sun and acts as a natural sunscreen, so it protects the skin from sunlight. The paradox is that you can use a night cream containing retinol palmitate, if it's strong enough, and no sunscreens, and yet have a sun protection factor of 20, as has been shown in some research.
How long would you say would I have to wait till I see results?
Some people tell me that they see changes within a few days of starting vitamin A or Environ, but in general, one needs more time to see real changes. I say that by 3 to 6 months, one can detect the changes in photographs, and photographs are very difficult to detect changes. You need to have quite radical changes before they show up properly in a photograph. Thank you for sharing this time with me, and I hope this has given you an insight into the benefits of vitamin A.